it's Ray, and today we are going to be playing with this puzzle ring. We're going to learn how to solve it. Full disclosure, it's been quite a while since I've tried to solve this puzzle ring, so we'll see what I remember. This one has 4 rings in it. I think there are many different styles. Some of them are definitely harder and trickier. I'd say this is one of the simple, more basic styles. When I first got this puzzle ring, this is the one I was given. I think my sister had it, and she couldn't solve it, so she let me have it. It looked just like this, just like that when I got it, and I had no idea what the finished result would look like, and it was kind of in a time before I would use the internet to help me to find answers. So I sat with it for hours to figure out how to put it together. I just couldn't leave it alone. I have a little bit of a problem. A little bit of an obsession with solving puzzles. Until I finally figured it out. So let's examine this puzzle ring today. So yeah, if you get really frustrated sometimes, what you can do is just line them up the best you can, shove it on. It looks fabulous, right? You can have your own style. So like I said, there are 4 pieces to this puzzle, 4 rings here. And if you hold it just the right way, you can have 2 on either end and 2 in the middle. The 2 on either end look a little bit similar. They've got this kind of dip, a little point to them. 2 in the middle, you'll see one is very smooth all the way across, and then there's one that has a little divot across its smooth part. So if you have any logic, which I'm sure I didn't at that time, you can imagine that the smoothest piece is going to be on the outermost part of our puzzle ring. So somewhere along the way, these probably overlap. And these ones actually, spoiler alert, face against each other with that cross of the other 2 over top. So that's more information than I had to start with originally. So let's see if we can pick the right one. I think we are looking at like a puzzle, starting from the bottom to the top. So we start with is of our 2 points, the one that has the most edges on it. So this one, see if I can show these off really well. I have to pardon my stomach, I'm sorry. I haven't had breakfast yet because I really wanted to film this first. So this one, as you can see, seems to have more pronounced, deeper divots in it versus this one. Still has some angles. So we're going to start with this one. On top of that, let's go back to our middle pieces. We've got the smoother one, we'll drop that. We've got the one that has a divot in it, and look at that, just by holding it just like that, that seems to line up quite nicely, doesn't it? You can see that there's a groove that they share right there. I know it's starting to come together. Now we're going to skip this middle piece, that smooth middle piece, and find their other end piece. This is where things make it a little trickier, but we want this one closer to us, so I'm just going to tuck it to the side. This lovely point, going to slide it up on through, so it's underneath. Rotate it inwards here a bit. My stomach is talking to us. It's got dreams. So, kind of where we're at here. Not looking quite lined up. We still have our original 2 pieces with a nice line up. But we've got a divot in here where this one will tuck right in. So bringing it up and over. Snugging it in there. And we'll do this a second time to make sure it makes more sense. But there you go. Everything's looking quite happy, isn't it? And our last but not least, we've got our smooth piece. It's going to fit on top. Well, that doesn't look quite right, does it? So let's bring it Gonna hold our whole piece, rotate it around. I put my finger in here again just to try and hold things while we look at it. So that's looking quite good. But I need to rotate it a little bit because, first of all, that piece needs to go in here. We can see that there's a gap. So I'm just going to pull those pieces apart. So I can pop this one right in between those. See how those go together now. Rotate it around. Everything's lining up nicely from the back. And there you have it. This one's been very worn, very old, so it might not look as perfect. Like you can even see these little imperfections in the grooves back here, probably because I tried to force it so many times to be in different ways than I was originally doing this puzzle. It's just kind of that Celtic knot style. So I think, again, maybe a newer puzzle ring would fit together more seamlessly than this one. This one's been through a lot. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. Let's see. I don't think it really goes with a wedding band quite as well. But it says, "No, you shall not focus." There. It doesn't look perfect, does it? It has been through quite a lot. There, so our beautiful finished, oh, little shiny nails, Celtic ring, puzzle ring. But yeah, look at those poor warped little edges to it. It has been through many trials and tribulations. Again, those hours that I was playing with it. You can tell it's going to be a hot day here soon. So let's try again, shall we? So say, oh, here is a beautiful puzzle ring. So lovely. Oops. Can mix it all up. But if you hang on to one, the right kind of pieces, those points on the end, then we've got our 4. Looking carefully, this one's got more divots than this one, so that's our starting piece. And then looking at our middle pieces, if I just rotate it in there, it looks like it goes together so nicely. It does. It does. Trust me, it does. And then we want our other pointed piece. It needs to tuck in under that one, so we can tuck in between these two. And I'm sure there are many, many different ways to actually set this up. This is just my style. It's always worked for me. And since that one's tucked in, I just need to make sure all of these rings are lined up happily. Tucking it there, just like that. Looking quite nearly complete, except for this one. And again, you can try, convince yourself, you can't go that way. So you have to rotate it across this way. Once we do that, we do see it wants to fit in between these two. Lining everything back up on this side. Again, there's a little bit of a space over there, but looking as complete as this poor little puzzle ring can. Just for fun, maybe we'll do one last trial. I think I've done many things. This was always good in school when you're a bit bored. You had nothing to do, just whip off your ring and play with it. So you could always start off with both of your points, knowing that the one with the divots, for me, again, I have it facing down. Bringing over top that guy, and then seeing how the other ones want to lie in relation to it. Oops. That showed a view there a little bit. Let's see. Can I tuck you under? Try again. When all fails, you can try again. Alright, so starting with our 2 points. You know what, guys? I've tried it. I don't think that's an easier way to do it. I think you can do it, but I don't think it's going to make it any smoother. Personally, for my style here. Nope. No, I think I just like my old-fashioned ways. Everybody's got their own ways. Just do what works for you. I assume this is the way that I first solved it ever, so this is the way that I will always remember how to solve it. There. Just make it whatever you want. There have definitely been times that I've been like a little bit rushed when trying to solve my ring. So what I would do is just get it as close as possible, apologies, and throw it on and fix it whenever I got to my destination. Voila! That is our very fancy puzzle ring solved for us here today. Alright, I think this turned out to be a much sillier video than I was expecting. I thought it'd be kind of neat to have like a progression video, like follow through. Here's how it answers. This is the end. I appreciate you watching nonetheless, and I hope you have a wonderful day.